We gonna make it.
Boxing King Media in association with BYD. We are out in Dubai with the one, the only, the hitman. Slim is here. Slim, I think this is your first interview post-fight. I'm not sure, but how are you, bro? How's Dubai treating you?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm out here on vacation. I'm on vacation mode, bro. I've been training all year, bro. I want to treat myself, have a good time. You know, a lot of people have been reaching out to me to interviews. But Boxing King Media, one of my favorite channels for boxing. I got a lot of love for this channel. They always show me nothing but love, and you guys get my first exclusive interview.
Well, we appreciate you coming on, making time. I know you're really busy out here in Dubai, and yeah, you can tell the fans why you're out here in Dubai. It is vacation, but at the same time, you are obviously dealing with an issue, which is your hand from the fight, right?
Yeah. In the third round, I hit him with a right hand, right in the hard part of his head. You never want to hit someone on the side of the head. You know, he kind of ducked down. I hit him, and when I hit him with that right hand, I felt my whole knuckle go backwards. Like I felt it in the fight, and I told my corner, I'm like, yo, I think I broke my hand. But my Coach Dre was just screaming at me, motivating me, saying I worked too hard. And I kept fighting, you know, like a warrior. I fought through it, man. I fought through it. A lot of people were telling me, yo, why didn't you let your right hand go enough? But yo, I ain't gonna lie, it hurt. But no excuses. I still feel like I should have won the fight. You know what I mean? I still feel like, you know, I didn't get to really showcase my highest potential. You know what I mean? I got to give props to Gib, you know, because he had a decent game plan. You know, he stayed out of the range. And every time he got close, he kept fucking dirty boxing and wrestling me around. I got hit in the back of the head so much. I had 8 fights. Never in my life I got hit in the back of the head the way he did. You know what I mean? And I've always fought the same way. The back of the head shots were crazy, bro. Like, I don't know if you've seen the picture of the bruises. Bro, it was actually insane, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's a serious issue. Like, I'm just happy I'm okay because, you know, professional boxers die from this. You know, there's a lot of people that die from the sport. You know, and it was an 8-round bout. You know what I mean? And that could have been damage accumulated throughout the fight. Because if you watch the fight, you could see how many behind the head shots I was hit with, bro. And I was hit, and people were saying because I was moving, bro. Like, you know what I mean? He's purposely hitting me in the back of the head. He's going around me when I'm in front of him. You know what I mean? So like, it was a lot of dirty boxing. He got away with it, so it's not his fault. I blame the ref because the ref should have took a point off, he got no warning or nothing, take no points off or nothing, you know. But if it's my fault too because since the ref wasn't saying nothing about it, I should have dirty boxed back. I should have threw an elbow or something. That's my fault.
Well, we've got a lot to break down in terms of what actually happened in the fight, but now you've had pretty much a week today is time to digest the result, obviously the scorecards, etc. I'm sure you've watched it back. Do you think the result was fair, and what's your overall sort of opinion on the result?
I'm be honest, I really didn't think it was fair, man. I don't think it was fair. I think it was very close, very, very close. You know, one judge had it a draw. I think that was fair. You know what I mean? Because if anything, worst case scenario was 5-3, either me or him. You know what I mean? Because it was very, very close. You know what I mean? People were making it seem like my haters. They just want to see me lose, man. You know, that's all it was. You know, but I think it was very, very close, man. And I feel like I let my hands go more on the outside. I felt like I was the way cleaner boxer. I looked way. I actually boxed. If it was a matter of perception of watching it live, I think with his dirty boxing, it made it seem like he was winning, but it was he wasn't really like doing as much. I think he had one good round in the 5th round when he landed a good overhand right. Other than that, like I felt like I was letting my hands go way more. I was controlling the range way more. It's just every time I got it inside, he'll just wrestle me around, throw me around, and I was letting him do it. I wasn't doing anything bad because I didn't feel like that was controlling the pace of the fight. I didn't feel like that was scoring points. You know what I mean? But I guess to the judge's eyes, that made it seem like he was winning. I guess so. I should have done it back. That's my biggest like take from this whole fight. I'm like, damn, like you know, you fight someone dirty, you can't fight clean back. You gotta fight dirty back.
For sure, and obviously I don't think you've seen it, but Gib was on a podcast straight after the fight, and he did mention about you breaking your hand. I don't want to quote it exactly, but along the lines of, he purposely did it because when you were going to the body, he was bringing his elbows down, so you would hit his elbow and break your hand on it, and that was his tactic.
I've never hit his elbow. Every time I hit him in the body, you can look at the tape, I hit him clean to the body. There's a loud thud every time. I hit him with a couple right hands to the body, I jabbed him to the body. I've never touched his elbow. He never blocked his body. I always caught him clean to the body, so that's bullshit, you know what I mean? I remember the punch because I hit him, and I felt my whole knuckle go backwards. It was right when I was in the corner. He had me in the corner, and he ducked down. He threw a right, and I threw a right at the same time. And I caught him on the side of his head. And that's the hard part of your head. You never want to hit. They say this part of your head is like the third glove. You know, you want to block with. You know, a lot of fighters, they cover up and they use this part of his head as defense because it's the hard part of your head. And that's where I caught him. I caught him in a really awkward angle, and he was really close to me. So, bro, it was painful. I ain't gonna lie.
The other thing in that fight that you just mentioned there as well, back at the headshots, we did see the picture. There was a lot of bruises there, but his coach Leon Wills came out and said that, you know, Gibbs 5'8", you're 6'2". The only way he can hit your head is if you duck down or bend down. Why were you ducking down?
Yeah,
That was
well,
his sort of opinion on it.
Saul Poppy is the same height as him. He didn't do that shit to him. Why? Saul Poppy's a clean fighter. When Saul Poppy was outboxing me the first 2 rounds, I was like, yo, I felt outboxed. Yeah. In this fight, I did not feel outboxed at all. I'm be honest. Like, I really did not. I felt outboxed when I fought Saul Poppy in the first 2 rounds. This fight, I felt like I was winning the fight, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. In the ring, I thought I was winning the fight. I thought I controlled the range better. I thought I was letting my hands go better. You know, I gave him a couple rounds, but could have been 5-3 me. Could have been 4-4 draw. That's what I really think. You know, but watching it live, I tell you, it's all about perception. Him wrestling me around with dirty boxing made it seem like he won. The fight was a lot closer than what people think. And it sucks that, you know, I can't even get a mandatory rematch back. You know, they're gonna run away with this, acting like they dominated the fight. But it was a very close fight, and it's very upsetting for me. But you know what? I'm back to the drawing board. I'm focused on recovery, getting my hand surgery. You know what I mean? I fought with one hand, and I still feel like I should have won the fight with one hand. But I'm gonna get this surgery done, come back even stronger, take tougher opponents. You know what I mean? I'm not like, if he doesn't, I don't even mind. Like, I know he's gonna run away from the rematch because and I wish we could run it back, even do a longer fight, 10 rounds, because 8 rounds was nothing, honestly.
Well, talking about 8 rounds as well, there was a whole thing about this being an 8-round fight is a big thing for influencer boxing because it never really goes past, I think, 5 or 6 is the longest ones that we've had so far. How did you feel in there after 8 rounds? Did you feel fit? Did you feel tired? Because, again, Gib was like, you looked gassed at the end, and he could... They were talking about potentially doing a 12-round fight. That's what Gib wants in the future. Would you be interested in a 12-round fight?
I would love to do a 12-round fight with Gib. Yeah. I would love. For the rematch, I'll do 12 rounds. You know what I mean? I felt like I was, you know what it is too in this fight? Because with all the dirty clinching, I felt like I was adapting in the later rounds, you know what I mean? And I was landing some shots the way I wanted in the later rounds, you know? Like round 7, I felt like I took control, you know what I mean? It just, man, it sucks, bro. I feel like 8 rounds was too short. Like, it went by so fast.
I want to pick up on how you were just obviously reacting to the question before we talk about the future. Mentally, how is it like after taking your first loss? You know, you're a very, very confident guy. I can see you're very confident, but I can tell also you're frustrated. How is it like dealing with those emotions and how are you overcoming them?
You know what it is? Because boxing, bro, is a sport where you train so hard for one night. You know what I mean? And when sometimes the outcome don't go the way you want it, it hurts. You know, it hurts a little bit. But you know what? I know like the result, even though the result is not the way I want it to, I feel like the amount of respect I've got, you know, from people saying telling me I'm a warrior and how I give them an entertaining show and everybody was entertained by it. It makes me happy to hear that, you know. And people, I know that I'm a fighter that people will still tune in and pay to watch, you know. And I proved that I'm a pay-per-view worthy fighter and I'm a headline worthy fighter. So that's what makes me happy. And I know I can still get big fights in the future. That's the most important thing, you know. Even though it sucks, I feel like me getting this knockout got my stock to the roof. But I still feel like from this fight, my stock went up a lot.
So obviously, that was the main event on the Misfits card, Qatar, which was crazy. It was nice to see the influencer scene coming into the Middle East a little bit. But what's your plans now? There's still a lot of fights for you out there. Like you said, you want the Gib rematch, but you feel like he's going to run away with it. Are you planning to stay on Misfits or are you looking elsewhere? What's your plans?
Hey, man, I'm a free agent now. Whatever opportunity comes that makes sense for me. I'm a prize fighter. I'm not gonna take any bum to fight. I'm a prize fighter, man, and a lot of companies would want to reach out to me to fight. Like there's people in Dubai already reaching out to me for future bouts. You know what I mean? I have other companies reaching out to me. So like I'm here to, like, I don't mind fighting on Misfits, but it got to make sense for me. And it got whatever other opportunity out there, whatever is the biggest opportunity, I'm gonna take it because yeah, that's what it's all about.
Do you feel like you've kind of accomplished Misfits in some sense because you were the champion, you fought some really hard fights, beat some guys that looked unbeatable like the Salt Puppies and whatnot, knocked him out? Do you feel like your mission's done here? Like, you know, Gibbs says he's the multi-promotional champion. Is that something you want to do as well, maybe move on to another promotion?
Like I said, I feel like I've done it all in Misfits. I was a champion. I was 2-time champion on Misfits. I held the belt at 175, held the belt at 165, held the belt, and I fought the best of the best every single time. I don't mind staying on Misfits, you know, if it makes sense. But whatever opportunities out there, I feel like that makes sense for me. That draws the fans. I feel like that would make the fans excited. I'm all for it, you know.
Amazing. Let's talk about the night a little bit as well. I don't know if you got to catch the fights. Did you watch any of the other fights on the card?
I seen the Soul Poppy fight right before because it was right before my fight.
Yeah. What did you think of his knockout win against King Kenny?
Hey man, it was a good uppercut, man. Good timed uppercut. Great fight. I feel like Kenny underestimated Soul Poppy a lot.
Well, that is the one that they want to make next. Salt Papi against Gib. You've been in the ring with both of them now. Who comes out on top if they do get in the ring?
I feel like it's styles makes fights. Gib has a great gas tank, you know what I mean? Saul Poppy's really fast. I think more technical boxer. So these kind of fights is always interesting to watch, you know what I mean? Because sometimes the you know, like the more skilled guy will take the advantage. Like, so I can see Saul Poppy winning, but I can also see Gib winning too. And that's another 50-50 fight. And that's a fight that got to happen as well. I'd love to see who would win that one.
So those guys look like they're tied up. Obviously, you've got a lot to think about in terms of what your next move is. But opponent-wise, who would you want to step into the ring with next?
Honestly, I don't know yet, man. I'm just focused on my recovery, but I want to get a fight that would make sense for the people. There's a few guys that I would want to fight. Like, I would love to fight a guy like Jose Aldo. I'd fight Niraj Goyat, the guy that fought on Jake Paul.
India's finest, huh?
Yeah, India's finest, man. That'll be because he's a Indian got a big fan base. That'll be a good fight as well. I'm still thinking of other options, but until then, I want to focus on recovery, baby. Come back even stronger. I just want these next 3 months to fly by, bro, because I want to fight again ASAP. Honestly.
I can tell, man. You're jittering. You're ready to go. I might have to step back because you might be like, oh, let's just practice one time.
Nah. Yeah, man. But yo, it just sucks, bro. You know, like, because you know, like I train so hard. I feel like I'm in great shape, but I'm gonna stay in shape because a lot of fighters once they finish camp, they get fat and stuff. I'm gonna stay in shape, training with one hand if I have to. I love the sport. Win, lose, or draw, man. Like this sport changed my life. I genuinely love this game. I love it. You know, I'm not an influencer that does it for fun. I genuinely love this game, bro. I genuinely love it so much, and I can't wait to see what my future holds.
Well, I don't think Uncle Rosier will keep you at the gym. He's very strict on that. So even if you have to train with one hand, I'm pretty sure he'll get you back in the gym sooner than later, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, I would love for you guys to interview him too, man. You know, because he has a lot to say about the whole fight as well. You know, so yeah.
I'm sure we'll get Andre on here very soon. Let's move on to something that broke today. I want to get your opinion on it. Obviously, there was a huge Misfits fight meant to be happening next month in Manchester between Tommy Fury and Darren Till. I don't know if you caught what happened, but after the press conference, Darren Till did threaten to throw leg kicks at Tommy Fury if he lost the fight, or a head kick, I should say, and knock him out with that. Tommy's now officially pulled out of that bout because he thinks Darren Till saying those things is a threat to the fight, and he wants a clean fight. And obviously, everyone's reacted in a certain way to that. What's your opinion on Tommy pulling out?
Yo, he really pulled out for real. Why would he pull out? He's joking, bro. He's just saying it for content. You know, he's just like to make headlines and stuff. That was a funny line. He said he was gonna kick him if he was losing. Yeah. He's not. I don't think he's actually gonna do it, Darren Till. I mean, because he's a proper fighter, man. He's been in the game. He understands how it is. But it's just fight talk. You know what I mean? It's fight talk. Tommy Fury should never pulled out. That would have been a big one right there. You know, Tommy Fury like versus Darren Till is a great fight. You know, I think it's a great fight for England and for the fans worldwide. Like, why he really pulled out?
Yeah, he said basically, you know, he's been a professional boxer. He doesn't want to ultimately get caught in that crossfire. That's kind of what the statement held out. But yeah, he's officially pulled out.
That's some bullshit, bro.
Apparently, Till is still in the card. Like he said, he's still fighting. Maybe there's, you know, other options for him. But who would you see Darren Till fighting if it's not Tommy Fury?
Bro, I have no idea, honestly.
That division's a bit confusing to me because, like, there's KSI, but I doubt KSI will come in on a short notice for his own promotional company, right?
Definitely, yeah. I don't know if KSI's even training like that, man. He's enjoying life, bro. He's traveling the world, enjoying life. You know, in boxing, something you gotta like really dedicate your time to. So, man, Tommy Fury, stop being a little punk, bro. Take the fight, bro. We want to see it.
Let's talk about KSI a little bit because I found it really interesting in Fight Week how, you know, you were meant to fight him in August, that fell through, and then during the whole fight week, Gib was obviously his friend at one point, but obviously coming for the promotional company, he was fully backing you. I don't know if you heard the commentary, which was hilarious. He was everything you was doing, like, oh my God, Slim, what a shot! You throw a jab, maybe it just landed, you'll be going crazy. What was it like, and how was that relationship during Fight Week? Because ultimately, you were meant to fight not long before that.
Yeah. It's all business. End of the day, you know. It was funny. It's a funny way to promote the fight. I feel like KSI doing all that, it did tick off a lot of people. It made more people want to root for Gib, but it made more people tune in. That's what I think. So that's why I don't mind it. You know what I mean? As long as people tune in to watch us fight, I don't really care if they're on our side or against me. As long as they tune in, that's the end of the day. It's entertainment. Boxing is entertainment. It's a business. End of the day, and you got to get people to care to watch you fight. And if him doing that got people to care, even though if they hated on it, you got them to care to tune in.
Have you had the chance to speak to him after the fight?
Honestly, I haven't had a chance to speak to him. I've just been reflecting in with my team, you know, I haven't really been thinking boxing too much. I've been enjoying life, man. You know, I'm in Dubai right now. You know,
in a rooftop with each other, and it's nice.
Yeah, look at the view, man. I'm out here in Dubai right now. I'm just enjoying life, okay?
Wanted to take a quick second away from influencer boxing. There is a huge fight in boxing coming up in the next week. Tyson Fury jumps in the ring again with Alexander Usyk in the rematch, which is insane. Where the first fight was crazy. I was there, Riyadh. He almost got stopped, which was crazy. And he did ultimately lose the fight. What's your prediction for the rematch, and how do you see it going down?
I feel like he could have stopped the first fight if it wasn't for the ref, man. He didn't hit the ground. The ref gave him a standing 8 count, and Tyson Fury's gloves didn't even touch the ground, bro. You know what I mean? So it was kind of weird. But when Usyk landed that left hand, my whole gym went crazy because I was watching it in the gym live. Yeah. Everybody was going crazy like apes. Like, ooh, like we was jumping up and down, going crazy. It was insane, honestly. And I can't wait to watch the rematch. I feel like Tyson Fury does well early, but Usyk does better in the later rounds because he's more conditioned and he's fast and he's sharp. And I just think Usyk's going to take it again.
You know, this whole transition of influencer to pro boxing. I mean, Jay Paul said it recently. He said he's retired from influencer boxing and now he's a professional boxer and he wants to focus on the professional ranks. Is that something that you would think as a direction as well, kind of straying away from, I mean, you're always going to be an influencer at heart, but not these influencer fights, and maybe working your ranks into the pros?
The reason why I did this 8-round fight is because I want to show that I'm not like these other influencers. That I take this seriously. You know what I'm saying? So like, just the fact that I completed 8-round bout, just me and Gib, we're above the rest of these guys, man. They're still doing 4-round fights. You know what I'm saying? They're doing 5-round fights. There's levels to this. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like me and Gib should get the respect of being away from the rest of these guys. We're in a different caliber right now. You know what I mean? So the fact, because there's pros early in their career that only do 6 rounds. They didn't even go 8 rounds. We did 8-round bout. So that should be respect in itself, and that should show that we take this more serious, and we should be considered more higher level. Like like they could call us influencer boxers, but we're boxers with some influence.
Sure. Yeah, I like that. You know, that's a nice. I mean, boxers can take a note from the influencer book. I mean, a lot of them don't really promote themselves in the right way. You can't just rely on the promoter ultimately, and that's kind of why you guys have the eyes on you, right? Where influencers, people watch the fights because they follow your story beforehand. You know, it's not just a couple of stories, it's an actual background. You've been doing it for many years. Finally, before I let you go, you got to give a nice little message to the fans that did support you worldwide, and what can they expect 2025 when the hand is healed and Slim is back in the ring? I can tell the hunger's like dying inside of you just to get in there already. What's the message to the fans worldwide?
Yo, to all my fans worldwide who's watching me, supported me, sending me kind messages on social media, I appreciate you guys. I genuinely love you guys from the bottom of my heart. It really means a lot to me, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna let an L like you know, something like this define who I am, you know? I know who I am as a person. I know I'm gonna bounce back stronger. In 2025, once my hand is healed, you're gonna expect fireworks. I promise y'all. I'm gonna come back, put on entertainment shows, and I can't wait to give y'all more exciting fights in the future. Inshallah.
Inshallah. Slim, thank you very much for your time, my bro. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.